Hi everyone, in this video I would like to talk about REST parameters. Remember the lecture when we talked about how we could use for of loop with the arguments object of a function. That was basically the function with the unknown parameters, unknown parameter length. Now we are going to target that issue one more time, and we are going to provide it with a different kind of solution. Now, the REST parameter, it allows a function to accept an indefinite number of arguments as an array. Keep that in mind. Now, even though it may look like it is, the syntax is again 3 dots, it may look like the spread operator, but it is actually the complete opposite. So let me show it to you so you can really understand it. Let's say we have a function that is addition. And I'm not going to do anything within the function. I'm going to call this. And I'm going to pass in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And let's save that. We don't see anything. The function doesn't do anything. And how can we grab all of these values programmatically? Because it could be like there are now 9 numbers. There could be like 10 numbers, there could be like 100 numbers, and we are asked to grab all of them and to basically sum all of them up, to sum them up. We actually took a look at an example of that, how we could do that, but there's actually another way of doing it as well, using the REST parameter. Now what I would like to do is, I would like to type in here 3 dots, and this is the syntax for a REST parameter. It looks exactly like the spread operator, but it is the complete opposite of it. How? Now, what we did with a spread operator was we basically unpacked something. So we had a thing and we unpacked it into several things. Remember in our previous lecture? But what the REST parameter does is it grabs several things, in this case these numbers, and it packs them into one variable. And what is that variable? Whatever you define immediately after the 3 dots. The reason that I'm saying nums is because we only have numbers in here. You could say data, you could say entries, you could do whatever you want. Now, the REST parameter grabs all of these and it packs it into this nums array, and it creates an array for us that we can iterate through. So it's the complete opposite of the spread. Spread unpacks one thing into several things, but REST packs, why am I saying packed? But the REST parameters, it packs several things into one thing. That's how they're different. Now, let's talk about actually being able to sum them up. I'm going to say let result. I'm going to use the same variable. I'm going to define it as 0 first. So we have this num. So let's first take a look at the nums. Console.log nums. And as soon as I save it, you can see we got a regular array. And now you can see how different these two are, the spread operator and the REST operator. The REST creates an array from several things, but the spread basically unpacks an array and then it creates several things. That's the I can't say it in another way. I'm sure you got the idea. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to say nums.map, since this is an array, and I'm going to grab in each iteration, I'm going to grab one individual num. Correct? There should not be a space here. And what do I want to do? I want to basically say that add everything to the result. And for that, I don't really need this function block. I can just do it right here. So I'm going to say result as increment assignment operator equal to num. That's it. That's everything that we wanted to do. And then I'm going to return the return num from here. I'm going to get rid of that so we don't have a lot of code there. I'm going to grab this function addition, and I'm going to cut it from here. I'm going to say let addition result, or I could just say result be equal to this, and I'm going to change this num to what should this result. From there I'm going to change it to number. Return number. Cool. Return number. That's okay. And now the only thing that we need to do is just console log the result, and we're going to see it's 45. Now it doesn't matter how many numbers there are. If I add 10 there, it's going to be 55. If I add 9 there, it's going to be 64. If I add 120, it's going to be 184. And now you know how REST operators work, and what is the difference between a spread operator and a REST operator.